Hello, and welcome to Kaminsky News, with me, as your host, Daniel Kaminsky. We have a few guest stars lined up for today, such as Dr. Luther King. First of all, we have to discuss the top story of today. Today is the 20th of December, 1956. It is the end of the bus boycott in Montgomery, Alabama, which has been going on for 381 days. Over 42,000 black Americans of Montgomery started this boycott to protect against racially segregated seating. This protest started off being organized by the Women's Political Council as a one-day boycott to correspond with the trial of Rosa Parks, who, if we remember, has been arrested December 1st last year. Miss Parks had refused to give up her seat to a Caucasian man on a segregated Montgomery bus. My friend Dr. Luther King is in Montgomery right now. Hello, Martin.
For a number of years, the Negro passengers on the city bus lines of Montgomery have been humiliated, intimidated, and faced threats on this bus line. Just the other day, one of the fine citizens of our community, Mrs. Rosa Parks, was arrested because she refused to give up her seat for a white passenger. Mrs. Rosa Parks was arrested and taken down to jail, taken from the bus, just because she refused to give up her seat. At present, we are in the midst of a protest, the Negro citizens of Montgomery, representing some 44% of the population. 90% at least of the regular Negro bus passengers are staying off the buses, and we plan to continue until something is done.
Well, thank you, Dr. Luther King. Well spoken. Due to Rosa Parks being the secretary of the local NAACP, she was fully supported by her peers. Montgomery Improvement Association made a private taxi plan where blacks who own cars picked up and dropped off blacks who needed rides.
Although many have been arrested, we continue, listen to me, we continue our protest, for none of our actions have been found illegal. The carpool and all we have done in this struggle continues.
The MIA was formed and Martin Luther King was put in charge. Knowing that he was new to the area gave him the advantage that the authorities knew little about him. 20,000 or so were involved in Monday boycott, and 7,000 attended the rally and listened to Martin Luther King's inspirational talk about a non-violent approach to the issue, even if they were being faced with racist violence. After 381 days of taking taxis, carpooling, dealing with life-threatening situations, and walking the hostile streets of Montgomery, black Americans eventually won their fight to desegregate seating on public buses, not only in Montgomery, but throughout the United States. Well, that's it for now. We'll have more sports and weather after the break.